Slovenia. It looks like a running chicken. Its capital city is almost impossible to pronounce. I just call it Lovely Jubbly. But what's it really all about? Well, today I'm there, and I'm going to take you about Ljubljana, as it's actually called. Come along, I'll show you the sights and let's see if it's what it's cracked up to be. There we go, youth hostel. Residence hall of secondary students. I feel far too old for this, I tell you. Well, that's the practicalities done. Let's get out and explore the town of Lovely Jubbly. See if it lives up to its name. So this seems to be as far as the bus goes, at least to the part which I assume is the old town here. So gonna dig in and have a little look around here, because this all seemed very, very modern so far. Not what I expected of this place at all. So it appears we found our first site here. According to Google, this is the Franciscan Church of the Annunciation. Let's see if we can take a look inside this church. Here we go, some rather closed-looking doors to the Franciscan Church. Let's see if we can open them. Looks promising. Well, it's absolutely incredible in here. What a beautiful place. And that wasn't even on my map of places to visit, but incredible. Just the sheer detail. Got a bit more life around this square. The tour groups are out in force. So just in the background below me, you see the famous Triple Bridge. This was designed by a Slovenian architect called Jože Pleknek. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong, but I'll put his name below a little bit later. This is a famous side just off the square here, connecting to the other part of the old city over the river. Walking across one of the Triple Bridge. So this is the town square we're at right here. Behind me is the Robba fountain from the 18th century and the town hall. It's quite charming, these streets around here. Lovely old buildings, some nice terrace cafes, like in this part of town. Then we head back this way down the street and we see Ljubljana Cathedral. So this, would you believe it, is actually the entrance doorway. Equally impressive to the other church, but with more tourists and a €2 entry fee. Got a little market going on in this square here. Suddenly fruit, peaches seem to be a big thing here. This is the Dragon Bridge behind me, so called because it's got a couple of dragons on it. It's popular with tour groups and local nutters, it seems. Got this little market area just by the riverfront here as well. Looks like another tap, to be honest, but market ice cream I'm seeing just here, and then Market Street beer. Now that's pretty awesome. Now that gets my interest, but not right now. It's too early in the day for that, folks. So I kind of skipped breakfast this morning, what with a really early start in Zagreb, and then getting to the hotel, checking in early, sightseeing, that sort of thing. So it's really, really beyond time for a little bit of brunch. So I stopped in a place called Sokol. This is really in the heart of things, right by the town square and the town hall. I was basically recommended this by a guy in a restaurant around the corner. Asked him if he did traditional food, and no, I should come here instead. So thank you, sir. So here I am, gonna have an octopus salad. I don't know how traditional that is really, but it's, I think, just the right thing for a hot day like this. Let's try a bit of this octopus, see how it is here. Yeah, it's got a nice texture, not rubbery at all. Pretty simple, but effective. Okay, that's warded off the hunger for now. Now I'm going to take a trip up to Ljubljana Castle. There's a funicular railway that rides up there. I think this is probably going to be the #1 tourist site of the city. So I've got to go up there and do this now. Okay, I think I found the route up. Well, this seems to be more popular than it looks from the outside. The queue kind of snakes around the corner to where the funicular goes up. So quite popular, but I can't blame people for going up this route as well. It's a real hot day. So you come out of the funicular here, not into the castle, but into a very, very modern, multi-story building by the looks of things. So it looks like you do come out into the actual castle here. There's just a bunch of modern stuff also built within the castle. I'm a little bit confused as to what's where at the moment, but it's very well done. It's nicely put together. You see the old castle walls here, but then you also see, well, modern terrace restaurants, bars, and that sort of thing up here as well. Kinda strange, but let's explore a little bit. So you've got a tower up here that people seem to be on top of. That certainly looks too tempting to turn down. Interesting stairs here up to the viewing tower. That's pretty well done there. They've actually got 2 staircases. There's 2 spiral staircases. They look like they should be attached, but one goes up, the other one goes down. Awesome, it's really nicely done here. Oh, by the way, look at the view. Now the funny thing about being on a viewpoint like this is it's almost better actually not being up here but being down looking up at it, because when you're looking down you don't see so much, so you're packed full of people up here but you're not actually looking at what we're on. It's still cool though, still worth doing. I was thinking of just getting the funicular back down, but if I had taken the lazy option and not come out to the car park, I would have missed all this. I would have missed seeing the castle from the outside. Lazy option isn't always the best. So this is what it's like going down the old-fashioned way without the funicular. Glad I chose to walk down and not walk up. The pathways here are no joke. This is pretty steep, particularly in 30 whatever degrees like it is today. So we're down from the worst of the hill there. That wasn't really too bad. Back into the lower part of the old town now. Got another fantastic church just by me here. I love this Slovenian style. Kind of Eastern European, but unique in its own way. You've got this rather interesting arch building just running over the road here as well, just by the church. And some more lovely old streets of the old town here. If it wasn't for the cars, I'd feel like I was stepping back in time. Definitely back at ground level now. Back down by the riverside, but much further down the riverside than before. Coming out the opposite exit from the castle, basically, to see something new. I think I'd like to get on a boat. It'd be nice to be on a boat, just sitting down and soaking up the sights of this beautiful old city. So, I think the area I'm in, I'm by a place that's supposed to be quite nice to have a beer. So I'm going to have a quick beer, sit down, chill out for a bit, head back into the centre, get on one of these tourist boat cruises for an hour or so, and just relax and soak up the sights like that. It's been a lot of walking around now. Time to treat myself. And this is it, Lajbah. I think this is the right destination. Oh, this is a lovely and so welcome terrace. I got myself a big glass of water, most of which is gone already. And a nice local craft beer from Reservoir Dogs Brewery. This is a blonde ale, I believe. That is just a joy after all this walking around today. It's been amazing walking around here, really. It started off, I'm thinking, okay, where's the beauty? Of course, I'm just right by the old town, it's right just there. But yeah, this is a wonderful day. Seeing as much as I can of this city. There's going to be a lot more sightseeing yet, but for now, a little break. Well, I'm really quite happy with that. I was just walking down this side of the river and found a much, much closer little tour boat to go on. And look at that, full circle, we're back to the Triple Bridge. As I expected, that was a really nice thing to do after walking around all day, just to sit on a boat, see the sights pass you by, nice and relaxing. Seem to have found another big square here. Another nice building behind me here with a lady shouting at a tour group. Then that square seems to take us back to that big street where all the buses run down, as I'm going to call it from now on. Kind of full circle. Then this behind me is the Nepotic skyscraper, which I probably pronounced completely wrong. However, this has a bar restaurant at the top and supposedly a viewing platform to get some nice views over the city. So let's go up it, why not? So can you believe the view from up this tower? This is fantastic, eh? What a perfect way to finish a day of, well, the sightseeing part of the day, let's say. So, like I was saying earlier, you know, you're up the castle, you're not seeing the castle itself, you're not getting the best view. In fact, you're looking at this rather ugly tower. You're up on this tower, you're looking at the castle. This is good stuff, and I got a beer with a view. Cheers, guys. So there's no doubt about it, I have to come for a burger at Pop's Burger. I've been recommended this place by friends that I trust the opinion of, so gonna give this a try now. They got some nice beer options, they got some good looking burgers, but let's see. Okay folks, this is it, the burger that a friend who's been to probably most of the countries in the world says is the best he's had in the world. I find it difficult to believe myself, but let's find out right now. It's gonna be messy. That is pretty delicious. There's good flavour to that beef there, definitely. That's very decent. Is it the best burger I've ever had? No. Is it a very good burger? Yes, absolutely. So, good beer, good burger. That's a winner. And the one thing I certainly appreciate is you can absolutely tell from the texture of the beef that this is handmade here. They have blended this themselves. And that's something that's missing from a lot of burgers you get in a lot of bars or whatever, where it's just over-processed, ends up too thick, just one consistent texture. Makes for a pretty horrible burger, really. This does not suffer that. This is the real deal. So, dinner done, sightseeing done for the day. I'm now at a charming little bar called Sir William's Pub. This is a really cool place, kind of like a English style sort of place. Actually sit on bar stools at the bar. Decent beer as well. Good night, folks. Okay, folks, and that's what you can do in 24 hours in Ljubljana. It's been amazing here, it's magical, it's just a special place. The old city is just beautiful here. It is super touristed, but it's touristed for a reason. You know why people want to come here. Because of the tourism, of course, it's expensive too. And also I noticed the restaurants can get super busy. By about 6:30 in the evening, basically you're looking at a queue to get in. So be aware of that and be aware of the prices, but definitely come here. It is fantastic, it's magical. Now if you got this far, don't be shy with a thumbs up. I'd love to hear what you think in the comments below. And if you haven't subscribed already, do so. There's going to be a lot more coming soon. See you later, guys.